In today's video, we're basically going to break down exactly why people believe that Vonni is snitching. Let's get into it. Defendant Dirk Banks, DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, David Brian Lindsay, and Asa Houston, by their respective undersigned counsel, filed a joint motion to disqualify under 28 U.S.C. 455, dismiss indictment, vacate scheduling order, reopen pretrial hearings, and for an evidentiary hearing on November 13, 2025, docket number 290. The government filed its opposition on December 8, 2025, docket number 319. The defendants hereby file this reply to the government's opposition. Now, you know that song that plays basically now and hits harder more than ever. Listen. Yeah. All right. So let's get to the other side of the caption that they decided to write. And it comes from Truth Teller. Lil Durk and all his murder co-defendants except OTF Vonni filed a new motion on December 22nd to dismiss murder case due to errors and more legal issues because of information being withheld from the courts. The same Truth Teller that told you that the Rolling 60s and the GDs had a hit out on Lil Durk in Atlanta. And we found out that actually could be the furthest thing from the truth.
It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and I got some news I got to share with you right now. I got to give you this news. I didn't kind of 99% verify it. I can't 100% verify, so I don't want to lie to you. But I'm hearing that the GDs and some Crips, not all the Crips, but some Crips and some GDs are banding together to try to come up with $1 million to help Quando Rondo. I'm hearing it coming up with some money to put on Durk, man. This shit is crazy. Look, and the only reason I'm telling you this, I know a lot of you guys gonna say, Truth, that's goofy as hell. A real respected rapper just told me this. A real respected.
And you know, it is worth noting that there is a bunch of things that is sealed and that is being hidden away from a lot of individuals. But you want to know what's not being hidden away? Our sponsor right here. Boom. Yeah. I know y'all see that QR code. What does that QR code do? Lets you play games, or you can hit the link in the description if the QR code doesn't work. That's fast cash right there. Win yourself a couple of dollars, man. Somebody like, bruh, I won $20. I gotta get the money. I got the money. I'm going back to play. Good job. What the hell you telling me for? Put it in the comments, but click right here for that QR code. Win yourself some money, man. Some of y'all don't want to believe until you achieve. Click the QR code right there. Now, all in all that said, we got a whole bunch of sealed freaking documents that I must get y'all through. Make sure you stay to the very end of the video, and I'm going to destroy every single person who said, oh, it's a whole lot of telling, because this actually does look really effing bad. Roll it. So here we go. I'm just going to read this out real quick for y'all. So docket 182 is a sealed document, and that got entered June 5th, 2025. Docket 183 sealed. Docket 184 sealed. Docket 185 sealed. Docket 186 sealed. Docket 187 sealed. Docket 188 sealed. Docket 189 sealed. Docket 190 sealed. Docket 191 sealed. Docket 192 sealed, docket 193 sealed, docket 194 sealed, docket 195 sealed, docket 196 sealed, docket 197 sealed, docket 198 sealed, docket 199 sealed, docket 200 sealed, docket 201 sealed. So then we jump all the way from June 24th through the 26th, docket number 208, notice of manual filing of government's ex parte application to file under seal. Then you go again. 212 sealed, 213 sealed, 214 sealed, 215 sealed, 216 sealed. Then we go all the way to July 2nd through the 4th. Happy July. Schedule a notice and order by Judge Michael W. Fitzgerald entered August 4th, 2025. Status conference set, then vacated. Trial remains October 14th, 2025. September 12th, 2025. Docket 220, stipulation to continue trial. Trial moved from October 14, 2025 to January 20th, 2026. Then docket 221, notice of manual filing of government's ex parte application to file. Guess what? Under seal. Entered November 12, 2025. Docket 223, sealed document under seal. Entered November 29, 2025. Then you got October 7th through the 10th. Docket 242, notice of manual filing entered October 7, 2025, docket 245, order granting government's unopposed ex parte application for order selling documents entered October 7, 2025, docket 247, joinder filed by defendant DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, joining motions to be dismissed, suppressed, disqualified, and bill of particulars, docket 254, sealed document under seal entered October 10th, 2025. Then we go ahead and jump down to October 27th through the 28th, 2025. Docket 269 ex parte application for order for leave to file oversized brief. Docket 270 opposed to motion to dismiss case for vagueness or any alternative bill of particulars. Docket 271 opposition to motion for discovery of early return of Jinx Act material. Docket 272 opposition to motion to dismiss counts 4 and 226. Docket 274, government's omnibus opposition to defendant Durk Banks' motion in limine, November 14th through the 19th, 2025. Docket 292, memorandum in opposition to joint notice of motion and motion to disqualify counsel. Docket 293, notice of lodging under seal exhibits 1 through 6 and supplemental memorandum in opposition to defendant's bill of particulars. Docket 299, response in opposition of objections, non-motion. Docket 305, ex parte application for order to seal exhibit. Docket 306, notice of lodging regarding improper photograph taken during November 18th hearing and published online, November 24th, 2025. Docket 314, order by Judge Michael W. Fitzgerald, granting ex parte application. Docket 315, still document under seal entered November 24th, 2025. Then docket, December 8th, 2025. Docket 319, opposition to joint motion and motion to disqualify counsel filed by the USA. And we just gonna leave it right there. If you stayed this long, it's worth it, because what ends up happening is you actually see Vonni actually not in BOP custody. All right, before we wrap this up, let me say this clearly, because a lot of y'all are letting the internet play in your face. There's a difference between what looks suspicious and what is actually proven in federal court. And right now, most of what's circulating online is assumptions. It's not evidence. I've shown you the paperwork. I've shown you the docket. I've shown you the sealed filings, the motions, the orders, and the custody status. What I have not shown you, and what nobody else has shown you either, is no proof of cooperation. No plea deal, no 5K motion, no Rule 35, no sentencing memo, no allocation, transcript, and in federal court, those are the only things that actually matter. So please make sure you notice, and let me say this part slow. Being not in BOP custody does not mean someone is free. It does not mean witness protection. It does not mean protective custody. And it damn sure does not automatically mean somebody is telling. So before sentencing, federal defendants are held by the United States. I want everybody to understand that. You are held in United States custody, not regular shit. So you're held by the marshals, usually in court facilities. That's standard. That's routine. That's not a signal. Same thing with sealed filings. Sealed does not mean snitching. Sealed means the court is protecting something. It could be evidence, witnesses, jurors, or the integrity of the case. Now, we know we ain't getting the jurors yet because they're trying to make sure that they hide the freaking jurors. High-profile cases get sealed filing all the time. If sealed automatically meant cooperation, half of the federal docket would be snitches. And that's not how it works. Now, let's talk about the biggest lie floating around. Just because one defendant filed a motion and another one didn't, that does not mean they're on different sides. Different lawyers run different strategies. Some move early, some wait, some already join filings, some motions don't apply to every single freaking count. So federal defense is not group homework. The internet wants everything to be a damn movie, but court doesn't move on that type of vibe. It moves on documents, and documents leave a trail. If someone was cooperating, you'd eventually see it. A plea, a sentencing delay, a guideline reduction, a 5K motion, something actually concrete. Right now, none of that exists publicly. So Here's the responsible takeaway. Y'all ready for this one? All I need y'all to hear is this. We do not need to label people without paperwork. I know Buddy Dad done jumped all off the porch and been doing interviews and sitting up here trying to do that, but we don't jump to conclusions because of a couple of filings and stuff that we see. We don't need to turn procedural court moves into street accusations, because once you say it, you can't take it back, and misinformation travels faster than the actual truth. This channel is about breaking shit down with accuracy. We ain't even chasing off of clicks and rumors. I'm not here to protect anyone, and I'm not here to bury anyone either. I'm here to tell y'all what's real, what's routine, what's being exaggerated, and right now the reality is simple. This case is active. Motions are still being litigated. The court is sealing sensitive material, and no cooperation has been proven at all. That doesn't mean nothing will happen. I'm fairly certain they trying to see who the hell could actually crack for sure. And what we're not seeing is what we're not seeing. So it just means nothing happened yet. So until paperwork changes, until dockets change, until the court says something different, we gonna stick straight up to the facts. If anything new drops, you already know what it is. We'll read it in its entirety so that way everybody can react to it. And I'll break it down for y'all with the quickness, with documents. When we guess over here, we're guessing based off of the freaking documents. I think a lot of people don't understand that. We do educated guesses over here. So if you want updates when the paperwork moves, subscribe. And if you see anybody running wild narratives with no proof, now you know better. To keep it on the cool, we gonna stay on that one. That's all I got to say about this, because I've been seeing way too much BS being spread. And I'm like, dang, to the point where I had to make sure I deep dive and consulted with 4 freaking lawyers. 4 of them. Just so I didn't come out sounding crazy as hell like the rest of everybody else. But I understand where y'all coming from. I ain't going to play in y'all face like that. I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, bro, it didn't seem fishy, because if it didn't, we wouldn't have made this video. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts on this one, man. We are 28K away from that Xbox and PlayStation giveaway. I had to move it, bro. Like, I had to move the freaking Xboxes, the Xbox and the PlayStation, because it was crushing this shit. Like, my boxes was getting messed up, bro. So it's not, oh, you got rid of them. Nah, we still got them, bro. But anyways, share to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn on bell, stay notified. Finesse 2 times might be going to jail, bro. Or Megan's Law. One of the two. Click right here to see what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, click, tap that right there. Or click right here for the playlist, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.